Should money dictate the quality of our education? In Australia, 66% of children attend public schools, 20% Catholic and 14% private. And although Australian results are good by international standards, the quality of education you receive seems based on the size of your wallet. Is a genuinely fair system possible in Australia? Can we achieve it with one simple step? Abolish private schools.
Well, it can't be a bad thing.
No, I don't like the idea.
Well, it would make things a bit more equal, possibly.
That way teachers won't be going to the better schools for better money, things like that, so it'll be more open education.
I mean, education should be a right, not a privilege. Everybody should have the right to the best possible education for their kids.
No, I think you need private schools. You know, people that can afford them should have the option.
My child goes to private school. We have saved and budgeted since he was a baby to send him.
I'm a big public school supporter myself, but the public schools aren't always able to provide the best education because of lack of funding.
Private, they could have better facilities and more opportunities, where public it might not, and it could be a bit dodgy.
I don't think it's fair that my child doesn't even have a playground, a proper playground.
My sister is a teacher and she taught at public schools in Perth, and it was so bad in the end she left because she used to get death threats and all sorts of things. The kids are out of control in some of these schools.
A lot of the wealthier community is also the community that highly values education, and I think that the type of kids that you have going to school and the type of community that they have lifts the entire community. So I think that you lose a lot of those children who are really inspired by education and whose families are inspiring them to learn more and more.
There's something about the way that your mind operates when you know how much you're paying for something. You become more in it.
The bad school that I went to in year 11 and 12 got better results in the region, and there was 4 or 5 private schools in the region. So
every month your mum and dad might say, "This is how much we're paying, Sophie, so pull your weight."
I think it's all about the person. If you want to learn, you'll learn. If you don't, you can go to a private school to make it look good on your resume, but
A lot of parents send their kids to private school because it's almost like joining a country club.
I think it is. It's a big status thing. It is. Why do private schools spend so much on making their students look better than public school students? It's a status thing.
I know private school kids have a bit of a thing about state school kids. They think they're a little bit better, but whatever.
It seems to be ingrained from such a young age because you're only surrounded by people who have the same amount of money as you.
There might be more networks for them rather than the public school. Might be an advantage there.
You don't see many public boys sitting on the High Court in Canberra and all that sort of stuff. They just don't do it.
I think there's too many people who have enough money to say we want private schools. We don't want our kid being with students that we don't know are going to be the sort of right crowd for them.
Private schools need to be giving more to the community. They need to be giving more scholarships. They need to be contributing back because they are making large amounts of profits.
I'm not sure that I would agree that private schools should be banned, but I like the thinking of that idea of drawing all of the resources and all of the money into one pool, if you like, and spreading it more evenly across everybody.
Great. Lovely chatting to you.
Thank you.